weather squarely in the forecast this afternoon in Santa Clara, California at Levi's Stadium. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Lance. That's going to be caught by Samuel. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Mostert. First down and a little extra from Mostert. Touchdown, 49ers! Well, Raheem Mostert, we know the story from special teamer to postseason hero. All he needs is a little bit of space CD, and he can do the rest. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Well, this defense for the Niners, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
There's a little bit of enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Javon Kinlaw drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's fielded at the 45. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Mostert. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Back to throw now on first down. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Javon Kinlaw able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. First down and a little extra from Mostert. Touchdown, 49ers! There are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And that's his second touchdown run of this game. And this one, add a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
Thomas. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also...
There he goes, left side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 147 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he gets it down to the 32.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over about 50 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own.
There he goes, right side. The 40. The 20.
Oh, it don't matter.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers. 94 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Rams 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. second down. Here's Mostert again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. And Lance now to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Looking left sideline, incomplete. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Tackled by Emmanuel Mosley. Remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Second down and 3. On the give, this is Akers. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Allen Robinson there to make the grab. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. Steps away to his left. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Hey. 50 the mic. 50 the mic. It's a party now.
Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Max 50, Max 50. Black shot. It's our time.
Off of play action, here's Lance. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, they certainly gave it an attempt. They had a diminutive receiver like this running through the land of giants in the middle of the field, but they couldn't find enough room to get him the football.
A final shot before half for Lance. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gimper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Boy, 248 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out. And
that's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Watch the twist.
Once again, it's Mostert. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll look to throw. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They'll run on first down. Akers, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lance completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on him man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
On play action, Lance. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Rams on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This one to the left to Higbee. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble.
After such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds his way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll give this to Akers running right. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
The gun now on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. fielded at the 20. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Second down, here's Mostert again. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
On 2nd down now, Akers. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Going right back to Akers. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Completes this to Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. He's back to throw. That's out to the flat for Akers. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on this.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Rams are right back in this football game.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for two, when to go for one. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for two. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up one makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. Fielded right around the 8.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll run right side with Mostert. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the 49ers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for the Rams, the early struggles continue as